guys have known each other, Clark, for a long time. There should be very few surprises tonight.
I agree with you, Kevin. Two veteran teams here, and that means that execution becomes the driving force in success.
Green. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Embiid. It's Richardson on the wing. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
The mid-range J from Embiid getting better and better.
Pass to Thompson. Wiggins surveying the floor. Here's Richardson. Poked loose. Outside Curry. Back to Green. Takes a three. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And the rejection by Embiid. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Here's Curry. Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Harris outside. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Pass to Curry. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg. He never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Richardson with it. Picked up by Thompson. And the dunk by Embiid.
I tell you, Embiid's teammates absolutely love setting him up. I mean, they know he's going to finish strong every time.
Didn't think that was going to go in.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
They double him with Green. Lobbed up there for Embiid. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Embiid is not shy now, always going to shoot it when he has space.
Pass to Thompson. Higgins outside. Down low. Outside for Curry. From deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react,
course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs outside. I got to tell you, Doris, there's nothing about the game I don't like right now.
I'm right there with you.
And here's Los Angeles. It's a three-point game. George. Thompson with the rebound. The tray. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, this is the confidence of Klay Thompson. When he's out there, he is ready to fire on the catch.
And here's George for 3. They grabbed their own miss. Another shot. No good at the rim.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, that's where you see the IQ of Klay Thompson, a step ahead of everyone else. A beautiful delivery.
Morris with the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And now here's Chris. Back to Wiggins. Lock at 6. Thompson from long range. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Leonard has it in the corner. Pass to George. Knocks down the 3-ball.
You have got to be aware of Paul George. He is a knockdown shooter from deep.
And he's known as the Claw, Kawhi Leonard, Doris, with some of the biggest hands in the NBA.
Well, consider, Kevin, that hand is over 11 inches from thumb to pinky. That's 52% wider than the normal hand. Basically, his hands correspond to a person who would be almost 9 feet tall. Incredible.
And here's George for 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Pascal. Thompson outside. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Thompson's got 9 points. Now here's Beverly. George looking around. Shoots over Curry. George, no good.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Lots of room. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He has 5.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Reverses, and he lays it up and in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Poole. To the left wing. On the clock, and it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
A 15-footer again, Los Angeles.
Well, I have absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Back to Curry. Stolen by Beverly. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, from long range or from point-blank range, Steph Curry is a marksman.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game. And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Now here's Curry. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Warriors.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition from Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
Here's Shamet. Here's Patterson. Off target from three-point range. Well, you have to be a fan of the way Kevon Looney plays, the former UCLA Bruin. He puts in the work on the defensive end, Doris, and it shows.
No doubt. He has evolved to be the kind of player who is often asked to guard the wings, sometimes even point guards. Just think back to last year's playoffs. He had to guard the likes of James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry. This guy is so gifted as a defender, and he's only getting started.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won Sixth Man of the Year for the third time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention two guys who I think could be considered combo guards, guards who can play one or two, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But two of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, two names to keep an eye on.
To stop the run. The shot's good. Patterson's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Well, this is so much.
Thank you for that follow. I do appreciate you. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you hit that like button, that sub button also, and hit that follow button also. I do appreciate you. Welcome to the
Several
stream.
lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And it's Shamet missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And Chris throws it down.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Pass to Shamet. Williams looking around. 6 to shoot. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Well, last summer, Greg, was supposed to be a large courtship for Klay Thompson. The injury, though, kind of changed things in his free agency.
It didn't take long for him to re-sign with the Warriors. I think as soon as the team offered him a max deal, he signed. Looks like the Splash Brothers will be together for quite some time.
It is easy to get lost in the well-rounded offensive game of Klay Thompson, but let's remember, this guy is an elite defender. Quick feet, great athleticism and length. Boy, what a player.
And it's Leonard missing.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better.
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. How about 6'10" with a 38-inch vertical? You do the math. That's a heck of a play by Marquise Chris.
And they get it. And there's the nice layup by George. George has got 11 points.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Thompson. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
Well, the defense just slightly out of position, and Klay Thompson takes advantage. Nice.
And you see Klay back out on the court. Can't help but think of him going down with that torn ACL in the final.
And Klay showed exactly how tough a player he is. Stayed in to hit his free throws, asked to stay in the game, and became an instant legend even in that losing effort. How about the heart?
Here's Wiggins. Paul George making his last shot. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's George. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
What you love about Paul George is if he understands he's got his game in rhythm, he's going to stay aggressive.
Thompson outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Thompson's got 8 here in the quarter. Here's George. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Well, disrupting the shooter there, and I really think Wiggins has got the defense.
And so it's the visiting team holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside, George. 3-pointer. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Thompson. And here's Chris, covered by Noah. Here's Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Oh, the electricity of Andrew Wiggins can really elevate around the rim.
George, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Left side, Leonard. Over Wiggins. That shot misses. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere. Boy, you think back to the quadriceps injury that derailed almost all of the 2018 season for Kawhi Leonard. I'll tell you, he is back to peak form and reminding us that he is elite on both the offensive and defensive ends.
The deep three from Thompson. The Clippers grab the miss. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And you talk about the best two-way player in the NBA. I think a lot of people, Doris, would put Kawhi Leonard at the top of that list.
Let's remember, Kawhi's a former Defensive Player of the Year, averaging over 25 points a game for a season. He doesn't necessarily wow you with his eye-popping athleticism, but the reality is this: Kawhi Leonard is a multi-time champion.
Curry gets the bucket.
Well, it really doesn't matter whether the offense is clicking. Steph Curry's long-range shot is a reliable option always.
Nobody near Williams. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Fades back. 2 points. That one goes. And it's 9 points for Leonard.
Well, efficiency from the mid-range has always been a part of Kawhi Leonard's game.
Pass to Looney. Thompson outside. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Now, Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hands.
Here's Looney, defended by Beverly. .112 left in the third quarter. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Thompson. Outside Curry. Warriors getting another chance here. Thompson with it. Curry is inside. 5 points in the game. And that one's good. Wiggins.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now here's Leonard. 11 points in the game. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 13 points.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done. In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Out to Morris. From deep. No good on the shot. And Green puts up a deep 3. And so it's the visiting team, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Williams. Pass to Shamet. Outside Leonard. Chris with the rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Curry. Here's Poole. Here's Pascal. He's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Curry. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. There's the 3. And that one's good. Shamet's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Clippers.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Thank you for the like. I do appreciate you. Welcome to the
This is a guy
stream.
who has great wingspan and has an ability to get to shots others can't.
Right side, Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Williams for 3. In the corner. Shamet with it. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Shamet's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Clippers. Timeout called the Warriors.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thompson outside. Pass to Curry. Paul George with the steal. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, you see the elite nature of Paul George's game. Make a steal on one end, finish with authority on the other.
On its way from Curry for 2. It's hauled in by Zubac. Here's Los Angeles now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. So the wing on the left. On the wing, Morris. Back to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. A 3 from George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Chris. Curry way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Back to George. Basket good. George has got 10 points here in the second half.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And Greg, you want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Timeout called the Warriors. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
The shot by Curry, no good.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Here's Leonard. It's deflected.
Man, how quick does he get off the floor? Chris rises high and sends it back.
Offensive rebound. Outside, George. .131 left in the fourth quarter. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. George with the ball. From downtown, they get the rebound. Left side, Leonard. Tries again. Down low. Stolen by Thompson.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
You gotta give Chris props there. Although he's young, he isn't afraid of the moment.
Back to Wiggins. They kick it out to Green.
Not lack for confidence. Big time shot there.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Back to George. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Morris. Back to George. Out to Morris for the three. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind.
And tonight, two experienced teams, Chris. We're going to see what's something you learned as a veteran that you wish you had known as you were just entering the NBA.
It's one thing that you could not have learned, and that's pacing. How to pace yourself during the game. As a rookie, you're playing, coming from college, and the game is so slow in college. And when you come to the NBA, you figure, wait a minute, this 24-second shot clock, oh, that's not much. But you realize after about 4 times up and down the court, wait a minute, how do I figure this out? How do I switch gears? How do I lock in and play defense and then run my butt off to the other end as fast as I can to get an easy layup? And a lot of those things is not about being in shape, but the mentality and understanding how to take advantage of the next play.
Yeah, I like that. Pass to Wiggins. Thompson with it. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. And Thompson is good for 3. Thompson's got the first 3 points tonight for the Warriors.
You're always going to find Thompson among the league leaders in three-point percentage. That's the shot they want him to take.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Thompson misses.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Chris. Pass to Thompson. From deep three-point range. And it's Thompson again missing.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play.
Yeah, one of the best things about Klay Thompson, he's just an incredibly easy teammate to play with. He moves great without the ball. He doesn't need it in his hands to score. I mean, he looks to make that extra pass. You got to love him.
Here's Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with Thompson, all those things you mentioned, C-Webb, about him are why he's such a good fit with Curry.
Yeah, really anyone like Klay who doesn't need the ball to be effective is a breeze to play with. But the lack of ego on him to defer the spotlight to other stars constantly, it says so much about Klay. But don't sleep, though. He has the confidence to light you up at any time.
Both free throws good from Green.
I love the explosive energy of Green, a great competitor. He takes pride in dominating his opponent.
Butler in the corner. And he could not. Hit that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Jacks up a three. The shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Back to Robinson. Good on the triple. And that'll tie this game up.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
But it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Wiggins outside. Here's Chris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. You know what, Chris? Speed at any position is so vital. Who are the fastest big guys in the game right now that you admire and just can't believe how they go baseline to baseline?
First one that comes to mind is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a Greek freak, but he's a freak of nature in basketball. His speed, his length, his athletic ability. You love seeing him. And I say a close second, Anthony Davis. And don't forget about Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, a lot of guys that love running the floor and put that pressure on the defense every time by getting out.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Well, when you look at a guy like Kevin Looney, I mean, he gives his team so much. I mean, great option to have either starting or off the bench with his versatility.
And Chris, with Looney, he is a bit of a glue guy, and his defense is his calling card.
Well, he slots into so many lineups as he can play the 4 or the 5 and basically guard anyone on the floor. He has a good motor. He doesn't need a ton of touches to be effective.
Yep, it counts.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Jones, no luck. To the paint. Outside for Curry. From outside, off the mark. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And it's slammed in by Jones.
Well, I think Jimmy Buckets has underrated vision. He's more than capable of spotting open teammates and distributing accordingly.
Pass to Curry. There's the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And it's Jones with the ball for Miami. Here's Butler. That shot is off. Fast break, here they come. Here's Poole. Right side Curry. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just... Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vallanos. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And the basket by Hill.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Pascal. Outside for Curry. Down low. And the jam with Iguodala.
And still showing prime time explosiveness at the rim. Nice catch and drop by Iguodala.
Curry wide open. That 3 off the mark. Miami leading by 6. Pops it up for Crowder. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Pascal. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
And that one drops for him.
This is what makes Curry special on the offensive end, the ability to create for himself and others at the highest level of the game.
It's Iguodala with the drive. The kick out to Dragic. And the three ball is good. Dragic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Timeout called the Warriors. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
Back to Thompson. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And you see Clay back out on the court. Can't help but think of him going down with that torn ACL in the final.
And Clay showed exactly how tough a player he is. Stayed in to hit his free throws, asked to stay in the game, and became an instant legend even in that losing effort. How about the heart?
And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Olynyk can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
The baseline J. Pass to Thompson. Now Curry. He's covered by Iguodala. Clock at 2. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Miami leading by 5. And here is Butler. Here's Olynyk. The kick outside to Butler. It's stolen by Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Can't nail the jumper.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Three-pointer, Butler. He can't get that one to fall. Wiggins with some nice D.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway. Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket.
Butler, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Green. Kicks it out to Wiggins. On the wing, Thompson. To the middle. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. That one on Olynyk.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Dragic looking for an opening. To stop the drought. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Puts up a 3. Miami keeps it going. A new 14-second clock.
Oh, I love that aggressiveness from Olynyk. I mean, he can create his own offense. I mean, we all know that, but that time with a little cleanup work.
On the wing, Thompson. For the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool.
It is. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And it's the Warriors' ball. Trailing by 5. Outside, Green. That's to Curry. Now, Wiggins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 2 to shoot. Curry can't get it to go.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And he gets the bucket.
The ability to shoot with great range. Drive left, drive right. Curry has every option available to him.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. The Warriors pull it in.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually, he drops those in between jumpers.
The Heat leading by 5. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And the Warriors making a change here.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
To the inside. Crowder. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Crowder's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat. And they pick up 2.
Timeout, timeout.
Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
Miami leading by 5. Pass to Iguodala. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Iguodala's got 5 now.
Oh, and squaring up is Iguodala. Nice follow-through on the release.
Curry on the wing. Inside. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Timeout called the Warriors. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. Web excellent. Clock is at 3. Here's Poole. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Doesn't go for him. Wiggins with some nice D.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
The Heat leading by 12. Pass to Crowder. The layup off target. 56 seconds left to play in the third. To the paint. Wiggins outside. Looking to end the run. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Timeout.
Wiggins has got his first points of the night.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Here's none. No points in the game yet for him.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
You just have to manage the clock correctly. And sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
A 3 from Leonard. Miami no good on that time either. On offense, here are the Warriors. Up the floor. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson for 3. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Curry with it. Robinson picks him up. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Back to Curry. Pass to Looney. Now Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Butler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
It's stolen by Dragic. Down low. The shot that time, not on target.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations. And their expectations may not be based in reality.
6 on the shot clock. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To the inside. Pass to Green. Here's Looney. The shot will not fall. And the Heat going the other way now. Iguodala right side. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Curry. And Butler sends it back.
You can't throw up weak shots when Butler is around. His shot blocking ability, impressive.
Butler on the way. Pass to Adebayo. And Jones has it in the corner. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Iguodala. Wiggins with some nice D. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Looney. Outside for Curry. On deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Dragic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Curry from deep three-point land. Curry with another miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Chris. Back to Wiggins. Now, here's Thompson. Curry with it. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Oh, man, the shiftiness of Steph, the quick trigger. Hard got to defend without foul.
He makes the second free throw, and that brings them within single digits. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that brings them within 8. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. Pass to Jones. Got a piece of it. And then Two explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at the time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings, they would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. Now, here's Rubio. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Johnson outside. To the middle. Here's Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Wiggins. Curry on the wing. Stolen by Rubio. Booker with no one around. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Chris can't hit.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
Now, here's Thompson. And the Warriors miss again. Pass to Booker. And here's Rubio. Back to Booker. Rubio with it. Fires from the wing. And that one drops for him.
Well, Booker has established that he can score and now showing that he can play make. Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
Shot clock at 2. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Back to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. To the inside. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Timeout.
And Brent, with Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has puts him among the elite guards in the league.
Yeah, you wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Curry attacking. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Left side Curry. Pass to Pascal. 6 to shoot. To stop the drought. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
It's stolen by Curry. Here's Pascal. Covered by Rubio. And Chris throws it down.
And Marquise Chris can get up off that floor. Wow.
Phoenix leading by 7. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Booker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Rubio. Back to Booker. Rubio right side. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. It's up a 3. Another three for Phoenix.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
On the wing, Wiggins. And here's Chris. Pass to Pascal. Chris with it. Defended by Booker. Baseline J on the way. Chris can't hit. And here are the Suns now. Bridges, no one around him. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Yep, that one goes in there.
If you get Steph Curry in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you just have the feeling he's not going to miss.
We've got 22 seconds left from the first quarter of the game. Pass to Bridges. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the evening. And that one falls from Saric.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
Here's Baines. And it's Looney with the rebound. On the wing, Wiggins. Here's Poole. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Phoenix. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there. Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Here's Jerome. Here's Baines to the wing right side. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Money from the wing.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Brandon, looking ahead to the playoffs, when you made your first postseason appearance, were you surprised by the intensity you found once you got there?
Kevin, it was my second season. I was playing for the Clippers, so getting into the playoffs was quite miraculous on the tone, of course, for the organization. But the level of detail in the playoffs and intensity in the playoffs, they know everything that you're going to do. And we were playing against the Utah Jazz, which at that time...
Some pretty good players.
Yes, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, the great Jerry Sloan as the head coach. It was a wonderful experience, but you understood that the playoffs were different. Absolutely something different in terms of the intensity and what it is that that team knew about you.
Thompson outside. Fires the three. And Baines pulls it down. Suns leading by 10. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Johnson in the corner. Over Thompson. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Takes it from 10. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Carter on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From the low block, Johnson's shot is off. Pass to Poole. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Jerome. From the baseline. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Looney. Count the bucket coming off a perfect.
Thanks for that. I appreciate you.
And now it's just a 4-point Suns lead.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Carter right side. Here's Jerome. To the left side wing. Kaminsky. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kaminsky's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Timeout called the Warriors. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Chris can't hit.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Pass to Rubio. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Now Thompson. Covered by Rubio. Back to Chris. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Chris has got his second bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And that one's good, Ayton.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Here's Curry. Good D by Rubio. Suns leading by 9. Inside. Here's Saric. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside, Green. Thompson inside the line. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Now, Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude and he plays with force. And his teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
Rubio right side. Another 3 for Phoenix. And a deep 3 from Curry. And no good that time.
Well, Ayton.
And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. And we'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And for Steph Curry, certainly one of the best to ever play. Iguodala said last season, Brett, that he's already the second best point guard to ever play in pro basketball.
Well, high praise from Andre Iguodala, and why wouldn't you talk about Steph that way? You tally up MVPs and titles and his impact on the game and what he's done to change the way the game is played. The case for Steph Curry to be the top point guard ever is getting stronger and stronger every season. The guy that he's going to have to knock off the top of that shelf, I think, for most everybody who's been basketball fans for a long time, is one Magic Johnson.
Now Curry. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Booker looking around. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Booker left side. Stolen by Thompson. It's deflected.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Down low. Second chance shot.
Well, if they got a favorite play, Kevin, it might be time to break it out. 0 of 4 to start it.
But they get it back. Rubio with a wide open look. 18 feet away and he knocks it down. Rubio's got the lead up to 14 now for Phoenix. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Curry. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Curry with the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Johnson outside. Back to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Now here is Carter. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Phoenix making a change here. Here's Jerome. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the shot clock. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those 3 things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Pass to Baines. Kaminsky up top. Back to Baines. And here is Kaminsky. 18 feet out. They get it back. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. Kaminsky's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. .141 left to play here in the 3rd. Here's Looney. Pass to Poole. Wiggins left side. Inside. Saric outside. Back to Carter. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Pascal. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you gotta look out.
Thanks, like I do. Appreciate it.
There's a minute left in the 3rd. Here's Baines. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Suns on defense. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Wiggins with the bounce pass. Shoots. Pascal's shot is off.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Pass to Bridges. Shot's good by Baines. Baines has got 4 this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And so it's Phoenix sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Booker with it. Pass to Saric. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Booker. Here's Rubio. Off target from outside.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Chris in the post. Rejected by Booker. And he's able to get it back. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Here's Curry. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
But they recover it. Back to Chris. Second shot opportunity. Count that bucket.
Yeah, that's a nice touch shown off by Marquise Chris. You want him to score a little bit more from there if he can.
To the paint. Here's Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. You ever think that's going to happen?
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
No. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, there could be something that goes away soon.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And the Warriors making a change here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Thompson for the triple. And the Warriors miss again.
it's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. And I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. From deep three-point range. And again, it's the Suns missing. Here's Wiggins. Rebound by the Suns. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The classic big man rim run as Ayton just gets out in the open floor.
Over in the corner, Green. Wide open. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Got a hand on it.
That's some good use of the length right there from Marquise Chris, reaching out and swatting that one away.
They get it again. Here's Curry. And too long on the shot. Suns leading by 14. Here's Booker. Green with the rebound. Pass to Thompson. Outside Curry. From deep. But they'll get another chance. A second chance effort. And he makes that one.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Suns.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
2 points. That one goes.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
And it's Phoenix's ball. 11-point game. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Pass to Rubio. Back to Booker. For three, Bridges. Bucket's good.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so it's Phoenix easily Smitty, we have a good rivalry game tonight with two conference foes. This should be a beauty.
Yes, indeed. I think the fans feel it, the coaches feel it, us as announcers, we feel it. The atmosphere is going to be great.
It is indeed. Now here's LeBron. Pass to McGee. Outside, Davis. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 5 on the clock. James with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Good.
Well, this is where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Thompson outside. Three-pointer. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Beautiful pass. LeBron, fun to watch. Intelligent, outstanding read.
Pass to Thompson. Wiggins outside. Now Green. Curry on the wing. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Practice makes perfect. Thompson is just lights out on these shots.
On the wing, James. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to James. Down low. Davis. Warriors with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Curry attacking. Green with the ball. Started by Green. Back to Thompson. 4 on the clock. For the 3. Curry on the wing. And the 3 off target.
Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Here's LeBron. Wiggins with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And the wide open shot from Green. Drains the three-pointer.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes him tough to defend from distance.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And you know what, Smitty? One of the best shot blockers among wings, Danny Green.
You know, he's a chase down artist in transition. He does not give up on plays at all.
And here are the Warriors now. They trail by 7. So the wing on the left. There's 1:47 left to play in the first. Pass to Pascal. Here's Curry. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Davis inside. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Back to Curry. It's stolen by Davis. All alone. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
How about in transition? The long reach of Davis. Gets the steal, gets him going.
Curry looking around. Pass to Looney. Here's Poole. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Here's James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
A guy who's won almost every award in the book. LeBron does as much for the NBA off the court as he does on it.
Pass to Poole. Curry with him. And it's Waiters picking him up. Back to Curry. Here's Pascal. To end the run. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Morris with the bucket.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Los Angeles on top, up by 12. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
Timeout called the Warriors. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Pass to Chris. Over Howard. And too long on the shot.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to...
Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty. And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
Lakers leading by 14. Looking for Waiters and gets it there.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs, you still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
Here's Caruso. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Fires it up. Offensive rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Shot clock at 6. James. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Right side, Davis. Pass to Howard. And stolen by Wiggins. To the middle. Here's Green. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
I like the way Klay now studies a defense and makes great decisions with the ball.
Kuzma outside. Left side, Davis. Pass to Howard. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And the Lakers lead by 12.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Curry. And here's Wiggins. Curry, just 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Caldwell Pope.
I mean, it is hard to keep Stephen Curry from scoring. And then you add he's getting to the free throw line. That's really annoying for the defense.
You know what, Smitty? If you track his movement, you can see how active Steph Curry is when trying to get open.
As a guard, it's so impressive to see how Curry moves and relocates to get a shot off. He works harder than everyone else in the league to free up that extra time and that daylight that he needs to get a shot up.
Here's Pascal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he can't hit the second.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
Out to the right wing. Inside. Pass to Curry. To the inside. Here's the teardrop. And the rebound goes to Howard. Now here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. Caldwell Pope's got 6 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Looney. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Curry on the wing. Pass to Poole. Back to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Trains it from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
So good with the ball in his hands. Curry's just as effective off the catch.
Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
The former #1 overall pick, Anthony Davis, does a great job of representing this franchise. Makes big plays on both ends of the floor.
Here's Pascal. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. 17 seconds left to play here in the half. And it's slammed in by Davis.
The numbers speak loud and clear. AD not letting up, playing with great pride.
To the paint. Smailagic. And he banks in the layup.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
And so it's Los Angeles. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. A 12-point game. Pass to Chris. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
they have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
Now here's Wiggins. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Out to Thompson. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Kuzma slams it in.
Able to score from almost anywhere. Kuzma rapidly becoming a guy that can hurt you.
And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measure.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking.
Lakers leading by 14. Kuzma outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Caruso. Lakers working the ball around now. Pocket 6. Here's the lob to the hoop. And it's McGee with the jam.
At 6'10", Davis can survey the defense and find just the right passing angle.
Timeout called the Warriors. The emphasis on freedom of movement, less grabbing and holding on the perimeter, Steve, has made some players almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, James Harden, because he likes to be physical, and it's how can you not guard him without being physical in return. Steph Curry, because he gets an opening shoot shot. Lillard, Kyrie, Devin Booker, Giannis, Kevin Durant for sure. It's hard to guard these guys because they're so good on the offensive end.
Pass to Thompson. Chris with it. To the inside. Here's Green. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 16. And Kuzma slams it in.
And got to be aware of Kuzma, especially with how he attacks there off the dribble.
A deep three from Thompson. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Chris can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
If you can't shoot, it's easy for the defense to cut off angles to the rim. But AD can, and boy, did he rock the rim.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Chris. McGee with the block. And he's able to get it back. Curry way outside. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's his first foul. And it's the Lakers' ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Caldwell Pope. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Los Angeles making a switch here. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Here's Poole. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Fast break, the Lakers. LeBron with the ball.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
.153 left in the third. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
We don't talk about it enough. Curry has unbelievable vision.
Peters on the wing. Back to LeBron. 6 to shoot. The Warriors pull it in. Back to Thompson. Over Green. The shot by Thompson, no good. Lakers leading by 22. On the wing, Morris. Fires the three. They get it again.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Chris. Waiters grabs the miss.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Morris outside. LeBron outside. And the dunk by James.
Having the wherewithal to get off that shot in time, LeBron makes these kinds of plays in his sleep.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And it goes down 2 points. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends.
And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Here's Lee. Great D that time from James.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Pass to Morris. Wide open look. And he hits the jump shot. Morris has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Lakers. Here's Looney, guarded by Green. Back to Looney. With the floater. Great D that time from Howard. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And here's LeBron outside. And the Lakers with another miss. Here's the break. Great D that time from Green.
Okay, that time, advantage defense. Meeting him right at the rim.
But they get it back. James outside. Back to Green. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
The Warriors making
Thanks
a
for that.
change
Like
here.
I do. Appreciate you. Welcome to the stream.
Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. The tray. That doesn't go either for Green. And it's the Warriors' ball. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Pass to Looney. Here's Poole. Here's Looney. He's guarded by Davis. Rebounded by Howard. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. But we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate it. What do you think about that?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting a three ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
So much new technology, a lot of it so exciting. Steve, did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow, that was something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
It really is. From deep. And it's Cook missing. Here's Curry. And the jam by Steph Curry.
Very impressive play by Steph Curry. Driving into the deep of the defense.
Appreciate you. Welcome to the stream.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. He gets it in there. 14 points for Steph Curry.
I mean, Steph's elite scoring ability plus his relentless approach equals greatness.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Davis.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Here's Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And inside is where Howard does the most damage, especially how he gets these calls.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Back to Lee. Pass to Looney. Smailagic. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
They get it back. And Howard with the stuff.
Howard really brings it on the offensive glass, using that wide wingspan to come up with those loose balls.
Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And the second free throw, good. 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Count it, good.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
From deep three-point range, offline. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to the
Conference rivals in this one, Doris. A regular season game that will likely have that postseason feel.
And we are the beneficiaries of what could be a playoff preview. You never know, obviously, how things are going to shake out in terms of seeding. What we know unequivocally are these two rivals are prepared to play in what we would consider not just any regular season game, perhaps a little more on the line than you might expect.
Yeah, I'm okay.
James, after the main shot from Klay Thompson. LeBron, good.
LeBron just shrugs off any and all contact when he has a good look at the rim like that.
Pass to Curry. And Davis sends it back. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Yeah, Benjamin, I'm good. I'm good.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Back to Chris. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson for the triple.
Thanks for that light,
Anthony Davis.
Nancy. I do appreciate you. Welcome to the stream.
The drive by James. And the dunk by James.
If LeBron gets speed at the rim, it takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down. And even then, he'll finish the job.
And now here's Chris. Pass to Green. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Now Thompson. Shoots over Kuzma. Off the left rim and out.
The only thing about the Lakers, they got taller players than I got.
And the call.
So that's the only thing about the Lakers. Like, they got like real tall players. All their players like real tall.
To draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. In the corner, it's James. Here's McGee. Lakers passing it around. Here's LeBron. Goes back up. McGee. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Outside Curry. Here's Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I don't think you can help but admire what Draymond Green brings to the floor on a night-by-night basis. This guy plays with a giant chip, and he wants his teammates to come with him.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
On the wing, Wiggins. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
Timeout.
Davis on the follow.
Just so resourceful.
That's the only thing about the Lakers. Like I said, the only thing about the Lakers, they got all taller players. Like, their whole team is tall.
The offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
So both teams making some changes here. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 9 points. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Pascal. Here's Looney. And the layup is good.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Waiters surveying the D. Outside, Green. On the wing, Davis. 4 on the shot clock. .43 seconds left to play here in the first. And Looney with the block.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Davis. That shot no good. The Warriors go the other way. Here's Pascal. Another shot. And Davis sends it back. Pass to Poole. Curry with it. Good if it goes. Oh, he nailed it.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's hard to get that rebound. It's very hard.
That's a miracle.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress
It's
at
hard,
the end
though.
of the period, you just throw
Like I
up
said,
and hope.
with the Lakers, the only thing about the like I said, Lakers,
At the end of
you know what I mean, they got real good tall players on their team, but they all tall.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing?
And but the
or
team,
not doing?
my team, we got everybody like short.
That great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
Here's Waiters. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards, guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
That wasn't a foul. That was all ball right there.
He's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
That one goes in.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Smith drives in.
You know, guys, I'm not sure Smith gets enough credit for how well he uses his body inside. Earned his trip to the free throw line.
For Los Angeles, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. Smith hits them both.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't get hot. Don't know why.
Curry. 5 points in the game. It's intercepted.
Nah, they did not get hot at all.
Smith in the posts. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And it's good
They
for
barely
2.
making them down.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Don't get me lying why they not getting hot. the light, everything is up on the green. Like they don't, like for some reason they don't want to get hot.
Waiters right side. Shot clock at 6. Back to Smith. Here's Caruso.
They don't want to get no rebounds. They don't want to get nothing.
Waiters outside. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Poole. A second chance effort. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's James. And James throws it down.
The elevation and athleticism of LeBron at his size, just incredible.
Thompson outside. Smailagic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
They are just killing him on the interior. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
When Klay Thompson gets his game going, there's nobody in the league who's more dangerous to a defense. This guy, when his shot starts to fall, runs as hot as any player in the league. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look right at the cup. Nicely done.
Inside. Pass to Poole. Higgins outside. Here's Pascal. Kuzma pulls it in. And with Klay, when he goes off for these huge games, Doris, sometimes he doesn't even dribble.
That's the amazing fact about Klay Thompson is a lot of his best games are all catch-and-shoot situations. His ability to be relentless in moving without the basketball and find the space. And do you know it only takes him 0.79 seconds to get his jump shot off?
Takes the 12-footer and hits. Pascal's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets. Timeout. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Timeout called the Warriors. .109 left now here in the second. Outside Curry. Pass to Thompson. From deep three-point range. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Here's Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And Doris, Danny Green included in that Kawhi DeRozan trade, and he's an underrated player in his own right.
No doubt, Kevin, because when you examine the net rating, which is basically what impact does a player have on winning, Danny Green is one of the best in the league. This guy is an all-defensive guy. He can make shots when he's open. You can plug him in at a couple of different positions. So much to like about Danny Green.
Back to Green. Good, nice job down low. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
To the middle. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Los Angeles on top, up 1. And we'll see you back here after the break.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like it's not even like the same. Like this is how they play in real life. Sometimes they good, sometimes they bad.
As your college's all-time assist leader, talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you
Like, pause the game. Like, I don't know how Curry missed that. Like,
constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence.
I be thinking they be cheating.
Underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took
like
great
they paused the game for a long period of time.
I did. I
and
love
then
trying to make my teammates better.
Come
Feels
back
great
like
to make
scoring.
somebody feel good.
And it's Chris in the corner. Out to the wing. Back to Thompson. Curry on the wing. Pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by James. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. From the baseline. Great positioning on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And it's Wiggins missing. Here's Caldwell Pope. Wiggins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Waiters with the ball. Shot clock at 5. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Curry. He has 5. To the paint. Back to Looney. Pass to Wiggins. Well,
it's an excellent make, plus the foul, and that's the assertiveness everyone wants to see from the young guy, Wiggins. Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
Timeout called the Warriors. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Change here. And it's the Warriors ball. 6-point game. It's Curry with the drive. Here's Green. No good. Shot missing. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Pass to Curry. And here's Wiggins. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, he does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor,
thank you,
but
bro. I
also
do
to be
appreciate
the
it.
emotional leader.
Thank you for the 50 stars. I do appreciate it.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Smith. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 6. On the wing, Wiggins. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
My goodness, the pure shooting stroke of Steph Curry. It's the envy of every NBA player.
Green, no luck.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Davis. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over in the corner, Green. Oh,
damn.
Here's Los Angeles now. And Green gets it to go. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Thompson with the bucket. Off the inbound. And that one's good. Caruso. Caruso's got his first points of the night.
Well, what a nice pass by Dwight Howard there. On time and on target.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got the fourth quarter.
Yo, I be thinking that they be really cheating, Benjamin. Like, they be pausing the game for a long period of time. Right.
Going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. Lakers leading by 4. Here's LeBron. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
On the wing, Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And everyone loves to talk about Curry's offense, but he does enough doors to hold his own on the defensive end as well.
Listen, Kevin, we know that opposing teams target Steph Curry on the defensive end. What you love about Curry is his quick hands allow him to come up with steals. His competitive nature makes him bulldogish enough that he's going to stick with a player and try to bother their shot.
Just so reliable. I mean, that basket there will give them a little bit more of a cushion.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. LeBron left side. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Back to Thompson. Curry deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 3. Out to the right wing. Smailagic. And the basket by Pascal.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Caldwell Pope outside. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to James. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, we know every game LeBron is going to find his way to the line just from his aggressive style.
And both free throws good for LeBron. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Back to James. 6 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Imagine LeBron gets a step on you. It must be like a steam engine coming at you to the rim. All you can do is foul him. Well, free throw shooting is a constant cause of concern for them, and today that concern has been front and center.
Thompson outside. Pass to Chris. The 3. And Thompson is good for 3.
Well, big-time moment means big-time guy, and Klay Thompson delivers yet again.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
Timeout called the Warriors. You look at James, what a contribution.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low, and with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Well, this guy, a top 10 pick in 2016, we have seen Marquise Chris's talent. We've also seen the areas where he can improve.
Both good from the line that time.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Davis with it. Covered by Wiggins. And it's blocked.
Man, how quick does he get off the floor? Chris rises high and sends it back.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good. LeBron finding a way to come up with a ridiculous make in a huge situation yet again.
And here is Curry. Thompson outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 10 points here in the second half.
Klay Thompson loves delivering in tight spots. How easy does he make that big bucket look?
Pass to Caldwell Pope. It's tipped. Up again. Green with the rebound. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Wiggins outside. Outside Curry. Thompson outside. To take the lead. A rebound by the Lakers. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Kuzma. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry.
Michael, thank you for that like. I do appreciate you, my guy. Welcome to the stream.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 4. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
To the inside. Here's Wiggins. Count! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Curry way outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. James way outside. Misses there. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olson.
All right, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Holla at your boy. If you don't want to go over there, hashtag Drummer World at my boy Gaming. I do appreciate it. Drummer World over there.